It's that time of morning again, so I'm here at the Wild Basin Trailhead in Rocky Mountain National Park, and it's time to do Mount Alice, which is going to be a fun little Class 3 scramble, and a lot of hiking before that. And there's some small chance of precipitation in the forecast later in the afternoon, so I'm going to get started here as soon as possible. The silent hours hiking in the dark before the sun comes up are always I don't know, there's definitely a unique sense of peacefulness about them, but also, you know, you're hiking in the dark with wildlife, so it's a bit of both, but it's clear, the stars are out, it's brilliant. It's just crazy how brilliant the stars can be, even though you're close to this major metro area. You just need to go up a bit, and they're really shining right now. So very cool, very great way to start off the hike. All right, finally, took a couple hours, but starting to get out of the trees here to Lion Lake number 1, and there is a Lion Lake number 2 further up. Now normally they name them by elevation, so this would be Lower Lion Lake and the other one would be Upper Lion Lake. So I'm not sure why they're numbered. I've never seen that before, but yeah, definitely something to contemplate when you're hiking by yourself through the woods before you break into the scenery like this. So to give you a view of the target here, that is Mount Alice right there. Very picturesque peak. That vertical rock face is something like 12 or 1400 feet of sheer vertical. I'm not going up that though. You can't quite see it, but there's going to be a saddle up here that I'm going to go up right in there somewhere to sort of get it, and then go up that ramp sort of. So Lion Lake number 2. Alright, there's Mount Alice, and this is the first shot of the saddle that I'm going to go up to. So the saddle itself is pretty, it's still pretty well snowed in, but I'm actually thinking of instead following this ridge here and then to get over it that way. So I won't get to the saddle proper that way, but it'll be a lot less steep and less snowy. So I think that's going to be the plan. Section. This is called the Hourglass Ridge because it sort of squeezes and thins in and then it widens out again as you go up. So that topmost snowfield might be a problem, but I've got my spikes and I think I can keep that section pretty short. Okay, making my way up. Kind of some slow progress, but you can see that's the ridge I came from up there and then here. So views are really starting to come in, and I think only a couple hundred more feet till the top. It's just turned 9 o'clock, so making pretty good time. summit of Mount Alice. Just couldn't ask for a nicer morning. Spectacular views all the way around. Never gets old, man. Never gets old. So you can see Long's Peak right there, the 14er. Going around. That guy right there is a very special peak, Copeland Mountain, or as I like to call it, Kenneth Copeland Mountain. You've heard me talk about how there's actually a landing pad on top of there for Kenneth Copeland's private jet. Just streak down and get the newest prosperity gospel word from the top of the mountain. So yeah, then we got, you might be able to make out Grays and Torreys there. Those are 14ers that I was up last weekend. And all the way around the west, down towards Grand Lake is somewhere in there, and then back up to the north. It's definitely been one of the easier days so far. I think I got up here around 9:40, 9:45. Yeah, not too bad. Some boulder hopping at the end. Not much actual class 3 scrambling, but you know, that's fine. Definitely easier than when I did Chief's Head, which is that guy. Way easier than that. The last section of those boulders over there were just disgusting. So yeah, great peak that I've had on the checklist for a long time, so glad to have made it. Huh. Boulder Grand Pass. Yeah? Okay. Alright, heading down this gully now to Lake of Many Winds, which is a pretty cool name. That guy, I mean, you can see him a bit ahead of me, but Lake was having a bit coming down from Alice, so again, just beautiful. The wind's picking up a little bit, but starting to dip a little bit, so should be pretty safe at this point out, and they're still looking pretty good, so. Alright, down to the base of Lake of Many Winds, which again sounds like something out of Skyrim. There's the gully I went down, which actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't too tall. I mean, you're maybe looking at, I don't know, 300 or 400 feet up to the top from where I am. So, and you know, I could sort of dirt surf a little bit. So, yeah, finally going to hopefully find a trail somewhere here. So there's Mount Alice right back there. So jagged and ridgy, it's just I didn't have to go over that. And then Lons and Meeker back there. So the guy I was hiking with, mantra that is never proven to be wrong. That is, when you think you're doing something crazy in Colorado, there's always somebody doing something crazier than you. So that guy has done like all of the 13,000 foot peaks in Rocky Mountain National Park, which is quite a bit. It's a couple dozen, and then he's almost done with all of the 13ers in the Front Range, which is something like 60 or 70 different peaks. So yeah, and he ran down that gully just for perspective, which I was sort of slow and much less gracefully making my way down, but yeah, it's still a beautiful day. You can see some clouds are starting to build there, but I'm not feeling bad about those. I'm going to be back in the trees pretty soon, so chill and enjoy this a little bit while I have it, because man, what a spectacular place. right, Thunder Lake. Very, very pretty. Let's just say that was the Lord of the Flies, if there ever was one. I'm not sure if I prefer that to just going off in the woods and digging a hole. That was a lot of flies, but probably still better for the environment in any case. Last couple miles has just been waterfalls galore. Very cool. Definitely unexpected surprise, but very pleasant surprise at that. Mount Alice locked and loaded. Whew. Another really long day. That approach was pretty long, which explains why it doesn't see that much traffic, but I still did see several people even once I was above tree line up there, which was pretty far in. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of surprised by how many people I did see, but you know, again, this is a national park, so on the way down you enter the zoo and you see all of the many, well, maybe I shouldn't call people zoo animals, but sometimes that's what it feels like when you've been out all day and you just are trekking away home. But man, spectacular. That was a peak that I've been wanting to do for a while, and just beautiful views from the top, and man, the waterfalls on the way down. There's just waterfalls all over the place. So Wild Basin is the place to go for waterfalls, I suppose. Definitely has now become one of my favorite places in the park. Of course, that's the top spot. I mean, how do you even make a decision on that, right? But yeah, just real blessed I can come up here for a day and get my fix in, and yeah, so anyways, appreciate you tagging along with me, and as always, I will see you in the next one.